Hey!
Hey, welcome to the Soluri No Guts, No Glory Hour here on this Friday, January 25th, where it is a, what is it called, a vortex? What is it called, a polar vortex?
I don't know.
A polar vortex, yeah.
A polar vortex.
I don't know what a polar vortex
and
really
a whopping 7 degrees out tonight. Woohoo! Great to be on Long Island tonight.
I love the winter.
I hate the winter.
She hates the winter. I love
Let's
the winter.
all just go snowboarding.
What
That's what
good
I'm
is the
thinking.
winter, really?
Snow is good.
No. Beach, palm trees.
Yeah,
know,
that's for Floridians.
Robert Moses. It's all good.
That's for you Floridians. And I love yous. Don't get me wrong. I love you Floridians. But New York is the place to be. And I'm happy to be here.
Well, anyway, we're happy to be here again in the Madhouse tonight.
First and foremost, a big shout out to my buddy Kevin Mazer. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kevin Mazer.
And
photographer extraordinaire.
a great interview you had on the Katie
Couric show.
Couric show?
Yeah, great interview.
Yeah.
As always.
As always.
Yeah, and I just want to give a special shout out before we go any further to Alina and Kathy from Zwanger and Pizzeri, where I spent some time today. Everything's good, but thanks, girls. You were amazingly funny and easygoing and made it easy, and you guys are awesome. Thank you. So anyway, tonight, Vin, in the studio.
It was easy for you. I was sitting in the waiting room for about an hour.
Right. We
By
have
myself.
a very talented, multi-talented musician, songwriter, videographer, among other things. He's also a fighter. Please welcome Mr. Steve Archdeacon. Hey, Steve.
Janet, how are you?
I'm really good. How are you?
It's been a while. It's been at least a few years.
It's been, I could tell you about how long it's been. Probably about 5.5, 6 years.
Really? That long?
Yeah, we met. I used to bartend at Jilly's. Shout out to Jilly's, Mark Iorio in Medford. And Steve came in one night. I was bartending, and we started shooting the breeze about music.
Shooting the stuff?
Yeah, shooting some shots. And I come to find out at the time you worked for WBAB 102.3.
Yeah.
Long Island's Rock.
#1 rock station. Worked there for 9 years.
That's right, 9 years.
good.
What did you do there? At
Promotions. We went out to different events. Like we would go to like Jilly's and promote, 102.3 and hand out prizes. Basically, my job was to go out and like hand out free things and make everybody happy.
So
everybody loved me when I went out there. I was
were you with the BAB van?
Yeah, I drove the van so many times, man.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and everybody loves
Van,
the
the
guys that drive the
excursion.
BAB vans, right?
Yeah.
Because you give stuff away,
Heck
and
yeah.
it's all about rock and roll,
And
and
having
it doesn't
fun.
get better than that. Yeah.
Who doesn't like to have fun?
Exactly.
And get free things.
Exactly.
Hand out shirts. Everybody's like, "You're the man." I'm like, "All right, cool."
And I'm sure you made some good friends, and I know
Yeah.
we have a mutual friend, Art.
Yeah, Artie.
Right, Artie.
Good man.
Yeah, he works in the same venue that I work in, and then he also works on the side, I believe, for BAB and BLI.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah,
promotion.
they're in the
stuff,
same
yeah.
building.
Yeah, that's great. So, so we met at Jilly's, and we exchanged numbers because we were both into the music thing and everything. And then I really hadn't talked to you much in
Yeah.
between, and then we found
But
each
we're
other.
on Facebook. We
Yeah, exactly.
connected on Facebook.
And I thought I definitely wanted to get you on the show because you're so talented,
Multi-talented.
multi-talented.
And
Try.
you do a lot of stuff for the troops.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which what I want to do a big shout out to my nephew Joe Chens, who's over in Cuba right now in the Army.
Nice.
And always, whenever I talk about military, I always got to bring up my Uncle Paul, who fought in Vietnam. God bless him. Thank you. Love all you soldiers out there.
Heck yeah.
Thank you for what you do, man. If you see a soldier, respect him. Tell him
Exactly.
thank you. Shake his hand. They're doing the right thing.
Exactly. And I've always felt like that. And the way I got involved with raising money for the Wounded Warrior Project is through WBAB. I was at the
Okay.
Nutty Irishman, and Paul Hastings, older gentleman, he's like, yeah, it was actually 10 years ago. And the Wounded Warrior Project just started.
Oh, so it's about a 10-year-old project.
is, yeah.
It's called the Wounded War Project?
The
Wounded Warrior Project.
Wounded
I have
Warrior.
a hat. I'll show you
Yeah,
on like a break,
absolutely.
whatever.
And I have some photos and stuff.
And I asked him about it, and he's like, yeah, we just did this bike run. And I was like, what is the Wounded Warrior Project, you know? And he told me about it. I was like, that seems like a really cool thing, man. I'm like, how do I get involved? I'm like, I want to help out.
Well, you know what? For those out here that don't really know exactly what it is, I mean, I know we all know it's about helping soldiers, but can you elaborate a little bit on what exactly it is?
It basically is an organization, a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping soldiers who have been wounded in battle. I remember talking to Ian Lennon. He was burned over 33% of his body, I believe in Iraq. And I remember playing an event in the city and talking to him outside, and he's like, you know what, to be honest, man, he's like, when I came back, I didn't want to do anything. He's like, I didn't even want to go out because his face is disfigured.
Can't imagine.
You know, but he's the nicest kid in the world, you know. And I was telling him everything, you know, with my dad and losing him, and you know, just kind of just dealing with loss and dealing with certain things. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I don't know what I would have done without the Wounded Warrior Project. I'm like, that's cool, man, you know. And anybody who's fighting for, like I said to you before, anybody that's fighting for my freedom, you're good in my book.
That's
man.
right.
I'll do anything for our soldiers, because they're sitting there dodging bullets. People are sitting at home, and a lot of people take for granted that we can do something like this, even just sit here and just talk.
Exactly.
You know, and our soldiers are fighting for my freedom, your freedom, everybody's.
Exactly.
And anybody who's dodging bullets, man, and going over to like Iraq and Afghanistan, whether you agree with the war or not,
Right.
you got to support our soldiers.
It doesn't matter whether you agree or not.
Exactly.
That's right. Well, you got to support our soldiers no matter what, because our soldiers are over there fighting because that's what they're told to do. They're just following order.
Yeah.
They're not saying, hey, let's go over there and fight. They're following order,
Yeah.
and they're doing what they got to do.
Yeah.
And you thank them for what we have over here.
Yeah.
There's a reason these other countries are trying to get into our country.
Yeah.
Because this is the place to be, because we have the soldiers.
Yep.
We saw the movie, which I mentioned to you,
Yeah,
Lone Survivor,
Yeah.
just this
Mark
past Monday.
Wahlberg, yeah.
You know,
He's big with the troops too, which is cool.
Watch
Mark
Shooter.
Wahlberg.
Yeah.
I watched Shooter last
Mark,
night.
you're awesome.
Yeah.
Well, the movie was devastating. I pretty much cried through the whole thing. I was very depressed. And, you know, and then at the end they show pictures of the real guys that, you know, all the ones that perished
Yeah.
in that particular project, or not project, what's it called?
The
what-
mission,
The
whatever.
mission, yeah, exactly. But, you know, when you see that movie, you really realize how bad it really is. And
Oh,
like
yeah.
you said, we have no idea.
And we have
No
good
idea.
friends,
Yeah.
Richie and
Yeah.
Joanne.
Yeah, that their son-in-law was really good friends with Michael Murphy. So to
Murphy,
them, you know,
Miller?
it was
Miller?
Michael Murphy,
Oh, Murphy.
Yeah.
who I guess came from Patchogue. But anyway, it's a great thing that you do. Now, how do
Yeah.
they help? In what capacity do they help?
I mean, they hold events. If I know Paul has helped Ryan and Ian in several ways, just, you know, helping them get a job, helping them to acclimate to the real world, you know, because you are fighting, and you know, you might even die in the next second, who knows?
Right.
And you're in that mentality. It's kind of like a fighter's mentality. When you're going to battle, you're in a totally different mentality. You know, it's either kill or be killed. So when you come back here, you can't really be in that mentality.
Right.
So I think it's more so of like just helping them acclimate to the real world, getting them a job. If they need money, you know, you give them a little bit, and you know, here's $20 here and there, or whatever
Whatever
you
they
got
can
to do
possibly
to help them.
Transportation, maybe a hand to help hold, just support to,
Yeah,
you know, if they
exactly.
need to go to
And
doctor
somebody to
visits
talk to,
or-
somebody
yeah.
to talk to
Well,
as well, man.
it's-
Somebody
Right,
who
so
understands,
Like
you know,
you
what
said,
they're going
acclimating
through.
back, because
Yeah.
when they go off to boot camp, they come off with a set of mind, and then they get brainwashed and trained and
Yeah.
into a state where, you know, you got to learn to
Oh, yeah.
survive and fight and follow orders. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, when you're locked into there for months and years at a time, you get back to this, it's like a whole different thing. They come back scared.
Oh, heck
They don't
yeah.
know how to handle it no
Yeah,
more.
we're all
you know?
kids, man.
Yeah.
We're all kids,
Yeah.
no matter
Yeah,
how
well,
old we get.
You know, I
That's
put
true.
myself in the place of, you know, being a mom, and when I watched that movie, and my two boys were with us, and I just looked at them. They were sitting in front of us, and I thought, you know, these could be my kids. You know,
Yeah, oh,
these
yeah.
could be my kids. They're someone's kids,
Mhm.
and just to see that somebody's child or children went and go through something like that, it put me into a whole nother
Yeah.
place. I don't
Yeah.
know. I could cry just
Oh, yeah.
thinking about it. So
The
it's-
last 3 years, I got the opportunity to play in the Veterans Day Parade in the city.
That's
with the
amazing.
Wounded Warrior Project.
Do we have a clip of that?
Yeah, I actually have a clip of that. It's like a minute and 40 seconds long if you want to show
You know
that
what? Can
first.
we?
That's cool.
Tommy, can we go to the clip of the what's
the
the
Veterans
title?
Day.
The Veterans Day.
Yep, it's the Veterans Day. It's the second video that I said we were going to play. Yep.
All right, we're queuing it now.
So
Tommy's
yeah,
gonna play it for us.
basically I played it with my friend Sean Dolan, one of the most talented musicians that I've ever played with, and we actually just auditioned for America's Got Talent too. And this was actually after we auditioned. So My friend Sean actually graduated from Juilliard. He plays the drums and sings.
Fabulous.
Okay, well, here it
Wow.
comes. Here it comes.
Okay, we're going to...
Keep on rocking in the free world. I salute you. Semper Fidelis, my brothers and sisters.
Veterans Day to me, I just come out here to show support for a lot of the people I lost while I was over. So that's what it means to me.
All right, there was some little technical difficulties in there. But,
sorry
That's okay.
about that.
When we
But
go
I
to
mean-
when we go to a commercial, we'll fix it. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. But I mean, it's amazing. What kind of a feeling did you have doing that? Because
That was really
it's-
cool.
it's-
It was
that's
very cold
massive.
too.
Very cool. When was it? What time of the year was it?
It was November 11th
Oh,
in the
wow.
city. I
Okay.
brought my snowboarding mittens because my hands get really cold in the winter. My hands are actually pretty cold.
Well, how do you-
Feel my hands right now.
Oh my God! Get them out of here. But how do you
So-
play? How do you play guitar? I mean, you need to be nimble on.
yeah,
with
it
your
was hard
fingers.
actually.
That's crazy.
On one of the songs, I was like, Sean, I'm not taking a solo. I can barely feel my hands. So he's like, that's
You're like,
fine.
my solo's gonna, if I do a
thing
solo, it's gonna suck.
I
Go
went to take a
solo.
solo. It was funny. I went to take a solo, and I was like, boom. I was like, first thought that went through my mind was, oh yeah, my hands are cold.
my hands are my hands are always
Yeah.
my hands are always warm.
My hands are always
Always.
freezing.
Really, you guys
We-
should just
Yeah.
hold hands. the
Yeah,
whole time.
yeah,
They'll warm you up.
It might be a little weird.
I go skiing with the kids and they want to wear my gloves going up the.
I wear mittens. I don't even bother
Yeah,
with
me
gloves.
too. I have mittens, but I got they call them I guess glittens. They got little gloves inside them,
Okay.
divided for your fingers. But
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so the Wounded Warrior Project, for everybody out there that's watching tonight's show and is going to watch thereafter, Wounded Warrior Project, if somebody feels like they want to help out, volunteer in any capacity, how do they do so?
You can go to woundedwarriorproject.org. You can also contact me. I can put you in contact with, a couple people that I know.
so you can find
in the organization.
on Facebook. Or?
Yeah, on Facebook. You can just go to my website, archdeaconmusic.com.
Okay.
It has everything.
But spell it for
It's
everybody.
ARCHDEACON music. If you don't know how to spell music, I don't really know what to do.
Yeah, and you know what? I used to pronounce your name Arcadian, and
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, no, it's
I've
exactly
heard
how it
Archbishop
looks,
before. I'm like, no,
Archdeacon.
it's Archdeacon. Come on, bless you, child. You're healed.
It's a very unique name, to say the very least, you know.
I've had so many people be like, oh, that should be your band name. I'm like, it is.
It is, yeah, yeah, definitely. And we'll talk about your CD and everything. I
Yeah.
think we have to take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
So if everybody could just stay tuned, we'll be back in just a short moment with Steve Archdeacon.
You wanted to say Arcadian, didn't you?
Yeah, Archbishop, whatever. We'll be right back.
YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful frame prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
Okay, and we're back.
Hey, we're back with Steve Archdeacon, Archdeacon.
Hi.
That's Steve.
Yeah.
So anyway, Steve, where did you grow up?
I was actually born in Port Jefferson.
Were you really?
Yeah,
he
I actually
really
just
hasn't-
scanned my birth certificate and put it on my computer last night.
Hey, he really hasn't grown up yet. But
No, not at all.
That's where he was born.
Mental age, I'm about 14, 15,
Yeah,
maybe 16.
That's good.
You too?
That's
yeah,
a good
something
thing.
like that.
That's a good thing.
I always say we're all kids inside anyway.
Yeah,
My
absolutely.
mom
Well,
is just a
hopefully.
big kid, and she's like, I won't say your age, Mom. She's older.
He's a good boy.
She's young. She's 39 years old.
Again? Nice.
She's been
My mom
39
too.
years old for
a
almost
long
39
time,
years.
and she wears it well, I'm sure.
Yes. And
So
she's-
getting started in music, how did that all begin? What age were you?
Oh,
What
man.
prompted you? You know.
Let's see. I think my senior year of high school, I kind of just decided, like, I just had a moment of clarity, I guess you could say. And I was just driving in the car with my friend, and I was like, I just want to play the guitar for the rest of my life. Like, I want to play music. That's what I want to do. And
Just like that.
From that day on, I just stopped really caring what other people thought and just started doing what I wanted to do. And it's just kind of taken off from there, pretty much. Because I was always afraid, like in junior high, like 9th grade, I was always afraid to bring my guitar in because I'm like, what if somebody steals it? Or what if people will be like, oh, you suck, you know? Because, you know,
Yeah.
kids are cruel.
Yeah, and you want to wait
So-
till you're good enough
Kids
before
are
you're
cruel.
actually playing
Yeah, right?
in front of anybody.
So,
Many nights up in your room, right?
yeah, so I started taking like a jazz band a course in high school. And I just started taking some theory classes, and I just really liked it. I was interested in it. Social studies, yeah, I don't even care.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Math I
I
was
hear
good
you.
at, but every other subject I'm like, why am I even learning this? I don't even,
Yeah.
I don't like this at all.
Really, I'm never going to mix
Yeah,
these.
yeah.
I'm never going to mix these chemicals.
When am I
together.
going to use
We're gonna chemistry.
cosine in math? Really?
Right, yeah.
Seriously?
Exactly. I'm with
so,
you on that.
So it's just been, you know, then I got to college and had a band in freshman year, and then, of course, the band breaks up.
Yeah.
Shocking.
I know.
And I just basically taught myself how to play and sing from there.
And you were also very lucrative at songwriting. I mean, did that come easy to you? Because that's not easy,
Songwriting
you know.
is never easy.
Yeah,
I don't care who you are, it's
well,
never
I don't know,
easy.
To some people it is, actually. I know a couple of
It's
guys.
easier some, but
you know.
at first it's hard.
Yeah,
You know what I
think
mean?
it's definitely
I mean,
hard.
if it was easy, everybody would be #1 hit songwriters.
Exactly,
You know, that's the way I look at it.
So,
And
Hey,
you just
so
need
for
to
some-
force yourself
for,
sometimes.
For some people, it's easy to write, but is it good?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
Yeah.
who are some of your favorites? I mean, I think Billy
Pink
Joel.
Floyd.
Really? You're a
Pink
big
Floyd really
fan?
got me playing.
Okay.
Like, David
Wow.
Gilmour, I love him.
Yeah,
One of the best guitarists, I think.
I think Billy Joel's a fantastic songwriter.
Yeah.
He tells a story and
yeah.
you
How can you
picture
not
it
like
in
it?
your head and you see it, you know, and that's, to me, that's like amazing.
Oh,
you
heck
know?
yeah. And he's from Long Island.
And he's from Long Island.
Yeah.
I actually met
Billy.
him once. I met him once. I was working security actually in the Hamptons at the Dave Matthews Tim Reynolds concert.
Okay.
And he drove by and I was like, oh, cool. I'm like, that's Billy Joel. And then on the way back, he was driving out and I was walking back. I was going to the bathroom or something. I ran up. I'm like, hey. I'm like, what's up, Billy? I'm like, Steve, nice to meet you. He's like, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, hey, it was right after the bike run that Dee Snider. I think Dee Snider. I think it was Dee Snider. Billy Joel let Dee Snider borrow his motorcycle or something. And Dee Snider is awesome, by the way. He's the man. I have a
good
cool
guy,
story
right?
with Dee as well. And I was like, hey, I'm like, listen, I know Dee Snider. He was really psyched that you let him borrow the bike, you know, your motorcycle. And he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, the windshield got messed up. He's like, listen, I gotta go. I'm like, all right. I'm like, what happened? I don't know what
He's
happened.
thinking everybody
I never
stops
asked Dee about that, but
Yeah.
that was my only encounter with Billy Joel. But he seemed like a pretty cool guy. I don't know him personally. you
We
know.
just
I
we
met
just
him,
seen him on New Year's at
I
the
did.
Barclays Center.
Yeah, I met him once at a
It was
My
great.
friend
tiki bar,
Sean
too.
actually went to that too.
Okay. Now, did you meet a lot of people when you worked at BAB, when you were there?
You mean like famous people
yeah,
and stuff?
musicians coming in for interviews. I don't know if they do
Not
that
too
as much
much.
anymore. I think
Not
they used
too
to do that
much.
a little more in the past. A lot of people used to come to the studio. I mean, a long time ago when it was on Little East Neck Road. Where did they usst to be? Little East Neck Road.
109.
109.
Yeah, I think
Right.
it was
They were
like
109.
109.
Yeah.
Now they're on Sunrise Highway.
I'll never forget one time my girlfriend called me, hurry up, Def Leppard's here, hurry up, get in. It's like,
No,
I
it
think-
was never really like that.
Listen, I just got the cue that we got that video straightened out.
for the Veterans Day. Okay.
So we can give that a shot again if Tommy's ready.
Yeah.
He'll
Okay,
cue it
so
now.
let-
And
yeah, let's go
it was
with
the
that,
Veterans
because
Day
Yeah, this is the
one.
Veterans Day this
The one we
past
tried to play
November.
before was a little
Great.
technical difficulty,
do
but
it.
let's do it
Awesome.
now.
Keep on rocking in the free world. I salute you. Semper Fidelis, my brothers and sisters.
Veterans Day to me, I just come out here to show support for a lot of the people I lost while I was over. So that's what it means to me.
One more time. Love is just you got it. See, remember that one more time. Love is.
Happy Veterans Day!
Awesome, hey.
Fantastic. And we saw the bombshells.
And
at the
I
end,
put in
and
the
they're
bombshells.
awesome.
I had to give them a shout out.
Yes.
They're awesome girls,
Definitely.
man.
Listen, I'm to be honest with you, I cannot see veterans without thinking about my Uncle Paul. Because,
Yeah. My father
he's-
was in the Navy, man.
He's
you
always
know?
been my hero.
Navy, wow.
He'll always be my hero. I mean,
Yeah.
he fought Vietnam and came home and was treated like shit by,
Yeah,
by
oh,
the
yeah.
public. And
Yeah.
hats
that's
off
for
to
sure.
all them veterans, man.
I can't imagine, mentally, I can't imagine what they go through.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's, you come back scarred, no doubt. They see things that we can't even imagine. We see them in movies, but I'm sure, obviously, the impact doesn't affect us at all. You can't even imagine really what they go
Tomorrow, actually, I'm actually playing at the James McNaughton, the 9th annual James McNaughton benefit.
through. You know, I have a friend that's closely connected to that. Well, I used to work with him at World Gym. Lou Pulio. Do you know Lou? Pulio?
I wonder if he's related
I
to
think
Joe
so.
Coolio.
I don't think I know him now.
Well, he's a big part of that because every year I know he
Okay.
gets.
I
not
may
that he gets
know
to go and
him
he's part
by
of-
face. But,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
So
name's
you're
not-
playing there tomorrow?
Yeah,
And
I'm
where is it?
playing, it's at Mulcahy's
yeah.
in Wantagh.
There's admission and
Yeah,
It's
give
a
us the
$20
details.
donation.
Okay, which is
awesome.
minimal
They're
for
they're
something like
doing
that.
the James McNaughton Foundation, Wounded Warrior Project, 9/11 Fund. They're
Wow.
just kind of dispersing the money, I guess.
What time is it? What's the hours?
It's from 1 to 8. I'll probably be playing at like 3.
Okay, we
Because
wanna
I've
try to
written
get
2
down there.
songs in dedication to the troops. One of the songs is a song called "Paid the Price,"
right.
and it has like probably a little over 17,000 views on YouTube now.
Fantastic.
And while I'm playing that, the picture montage is going to be playing on like 30 plus screens at Mulcahy's. And then, because last year I did the same thing, and then this year I'm actually doing that song and the other song, Veterans Day, which I'm going to play tonight as well.
Okay, great.
And I've been working on the picture montage of pretty much all pictures of James McNaughton.
And
Wow.
are you playing both of those songs for us tonight?
And
yeah.
let me just ask you,
Awesome.
what's the story behind he lost his life?
He's a soldier. I actually have the coin that his father gave me. This
is he no longer with us?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was killed in action August 2nd, 2005. And this is actually the coin. I don't know if you can zoom in or whatnot. That's one of the coins, and this is the other coin.
Wow, this is beautiful.
That his father
I wish-
gave me
Aw.
1 year. He gave me
Wow.
that one last year.
God bless
And in the
Yeah,
picture
these are
montage that I
beautiful.
made for this year, I actually put both of those coins in the picture montage.
Really? Yeah, they're
Yeah.
beautiful. They're heavy too.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
And how old was he when he perished?
I think he was 27.
Ah.
I believe. I think he was 27 years old. Yeah, you're not keeping that.
Okay, so the benefit tomorrow is from 1 to 8.
From 1 to 8, yep.
It's just a minimal $20 fee at the door to
Yep.
get in.
Yeah.
Every little bit helps, so if everybody could try to come out to Mulcahy's in Wantagh, that's
Yep,
correct?
yep.
To see Steve Archdeacon along with, do you know what other bands are going to be there?
The Nerds are playing.
Okay.
They play every year. And
Oh, they're a bunch of
my friend
nerds.
Danny's coming out. I just spoke to him actually today. He actually served with James.
Okay.
And I met him, I think it was like the 2nd annual benefit at Mulcahy's when I was working, again, at BAB.
At BAB.
And I started talking to Danny, and we just like hit it off. I'm like, this guy's really cool, man. You know, he sings as well. And he's come out to a couple of my gigs, and I got him up to sing with me. And, you know, he'll be coming out tomorrow. I was talking to him on the phone before. He's like, yeah, I actually have this one picture with me, James, and a couple of friends. I'm like, I can put that in the video if you want. I'm like, that's cool.
Great.
So I put that in for tomorrow.
Those are inspirational when you hear music to,
Oh
okay,
yeah, that's
what is
Sarah.
this now?
That's actually a picture. This is me with Renzo Gracie, Chris Weidman, the UFC middleweight champ. He
Right.
actually just
Yeah, he
beat
just
Anderson
beat-
Silva
yes,
For the
he
second
did.
time.
second
And he
time,
beat him
that's
in-
crazy.
in such a
and Matt
crazy
Serra.
way.
I've been training jiu-jitsu for the past a little bit over a year at Sarah BJJ, and I absolutely love it. I've always been interested in martial arts. I remember going around with my dad to different dojos, and he'd be like, "Oh, do you like this one? Do you like this one?" And I studied Japanese jiu-jitsu, but that's a lot of this stuff and this, and I'm like, yeah, if somebody does this and it breaks my wrist, I can't play guitar.
Right,
So it was either
exactly.
that or music, and I chose music.
Right, right.
And
smart.
I've been watching the UFC for almost 9-10
Well,
years now.
Ben's a big, huge,
You know, and
I was around for UFC.
that was
Yeah.
one of the cool. Because I do video some video work for Sarah as well, and we're finalizing a video. And Matt's like, "Yeah, come down on Saturday," and that was the week before his fight with Anderson Silva.
Really?
So I got to see him sparring, and then, you know, I got a picture with him. And then Matt's on the phone. He's like, yeah, he's like, hey, Mike, can you give Henzo directions here? I'm like, Henzo's coming down too? Now, if you're not familiar with Henzo Gracie gave Matt Serra his black belt. Matt Serra is the first American to receive his black belt under Henzo Gracie. So, and Matt Serra, to me, Matt Serra is one of the pioneers in the UFC.
Of course
he actually beat George St. Pierre.
Yes, he did.
And
knocked him out.
Yes, he did. And he's only one of 2 people to ever beat George St. Pierre. He's the last person, actually, to beat George St. Pierre.
Really?
Well, he's actually one of 3. They just didn't give it to John last time when he...
You know what, though? You can't say that person won. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can.
It's like saying Gustafsson won. I think Gustafsson beat John Jones, but he didn't get it. You know what I mean? It's not an official win.
Listen.
You know?
When Dana White says, listen, does anybody here think that George won? They knew he lost.
You know, I don't know. I haven't seen the fight for the second time, so I really can't say. I know it was close. GSP definitely looked more beat up, but you know what? I don't know. So, I mean...
We got another picture.
Oh, this is actually, yeah. I put together a picture montage from playing down at Sunken Meadow Park this past year, and that was the other one. Yeah, that's me walking a tiger.
Nice.
Wow, you walked the tiger. Look at that.
Yeah, it was in California a few years ago, and we're just throwing up.
Wow, my dad would love that.
That's me with the lion. My friend actually trained exotic animals for filming TV.
Really?
And,
fabulous.
Yeah. And
how awesome was that?
That was the most amazing thing. One
you
of the most
scared?
amazing things.
You were nervous?
No.
I would be. I mean, as beautiful
She trained
as they are, I'd be
she
a little
trained that lion and that other tiger since she was 5 days old.
Wow.
Really?
So she's like, "You want to walk them?" I'm like, yeah.
Really? Without
No,
hesitation?
check this one out.
Without hesitation.
We're just going to throw up pictures right now.
Okay, we're going to do random pictures right now.
This is
That's
actually
cool.
me skydiving after the day after we opened up for 9 days in Our Lady Peace up at Springfest in Plattsburgh.
Okay. And how was that?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
This is from the Veterans Day parade.
Veterans Day, I was going to say.
And
Jen
Parenti actually took that picture.
That's a great
That's
shot.
an awesome
She is an amazing
And I
photographer.
love that
And
one.
she took that one.
We use that in the promo, and I like it. It's
This
just the red,
picture
white, and blue
actually,
is
I
beautiful.
believe, is on the front cover of the new Indie Bible. Indie Bible is a publication that comes out once a year dedicated to helping independent artists.
Better than that, it was on the promo page of
Fantastic.
the Soluri No
Wow,
Guts, No
that's-
Glory Hour.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
another great shot.
And that one was, actually, check this out. I wanted to show you guys. Look, this is the Indie Bible. I don't know if you can like zoom in or anything like that. This is the Indie Bible. It's a 300-page publication that comes out once a year. And this is that national anthem picture. This is actually when I sang the national anthem at Stony Brook basketball game. I actually asked the photographer that I didn't even know. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm singing the national anthem in a little bit. Can you take a few pictures? The picture came out amazing.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
great. Well,
damn.
that's what you have to do. You have to
And
just
then,
Janet just
and then
sang
this
the
one.
national anthem Saturday.
Yeah, she told
last
me.
week at the
Yeah.
fights, Campbell's Kickboxing.
And then this
yeah.
one is another cover that I got. It's solely through Songs Alive. It's a songwriting organization I belong to.
What you're trying to say is, amongst all these other things that you are, you're a cover guy too.
Yeah, right, yeah.
He's in the cover of magazines, not bad. So you also, you're also a videographer among the many things that you do.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know if are we due to take a commercial, guys? Do we need to take a commercial before we, let's take a quick commercial break because I don't want to interrupt you. I want to know about what you do with the videography and throw it out there and advertise.
We'll definitely talk more about jiu-jitsu and UFC.
Yeah,
I
we
think
like
these guys are going to go at it after the commercial.
Yeah, right,
break.
yeah, I'll put them in a guillotine.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hogshair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. See any discounts all day Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Guys, ready for the show?
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
And we're back.
We're back. Okay. Time goes fast here.
I know, right?
I wish we had 2 hours, but so anyway, we're going to go right to it. You have a video for us.
Yes.
Of?
It is from when we played at Sunken Meadow Park.
Okay. And that was for what? Wounded Warriors again?
No, that was just, we played down at Sunken Meadow Park during the summer.
Okay, good.
And then when we played at the Bolton Center, Sean and
the
I.
band?
Just Sean and I.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yep. So,
Very good. So
and
let's
and
go
I
to
put
it.
together all these videos with, you
Yeah,
know.
we'll talk about that
yeah.
as soon as we come back to that. He does all this video work, which is amazing. So, okay. Thanks, Tommy Mealy.
If you could only see the way she loves me, maybe you'd understand why I feel this way about our love. What I must do, everything's gonna be alright here. Everything is gonna be alright. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. This Veterans Day, let's celebrate our freedom proud and thank our soldiers extra loud on Veterans Day. But it's on the table, the fire's cooking, and the fallen baby slaves are all working. decades of Christ they've sacrificed. They've given their lives to keep hope alive.
You have a great mix of songs, and you guys sound great. That's only 2 guys. That's just Steve and,
Yeah, you
And
get-
Sean Dolan.
Sean Dolan.
You put out a great sound for 2 people.
Yeah.
Who
yeah.
did the video?
Laura, my friend.
Laura.
She's out of camera, but
I had to
hey,
say
Laura,
that.
great job.
Good job, Laura.
Time's going fast.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to miss the opportunity for you to let everybody know where you're going to be for your next few
Okay.
gigs. So they know.
Tomorrow, playing at the 9th annual benefit for James McNaughton. I'll probably be playing around like 3 o'clock, just playing 2 songs, the 2 songs that I wrote in dedication to the troops. That's at Mulcahy's in Wantagh, 3232 Railroad Avenue, Wantagh. On the 31st, I'll be playing at Thai Rock. It's in Rockaway Beach from 8 to 11:30. That's 375 Beach, 92nd Street in Rockaway Beach. And then 2 gigs in February at Jackson Hall Bar and Grill from 8 to 11. That's 335 East Main Street, East Islip.
Great place.
Come May, you got to come down to Sunken Meadow Park.
Oh, well.
That first video that I showed before the Bolton Center, that was Sunken Meadow Park. Our view is the beach.
Yeah, I
We're
love it
playing
down
right on the
there.
boardwalk, and it's
You know, it's
amazing.
funny,
There's
you-
hundreds of people that come.
You
out.
mentioned
It's
that Jackson restaurant.
Jackson Hall.
Jackson Hall,
Jackson
yeah.
Hall
Nice,
restaurant. Then you mentioned Sunken Meadow.
Yeah.
Me and her stopped at Jackson Hall restaurant, got food to go, went down to Sunken Meadow and ate it.
There you go. Yeah, it's every Wednesday. They have live music. We played down there actually like 10 times last year, which is awesome. It's actually become my favorite gig.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Down there. We shot part of my video for Sweet Dreams with my band up on the cliffs. We were going to try to do. We actually tried to film. Vinny filmed it where I was going to jump off. It just didn't work. But it's a great
She got
place.
scared.
I had it in my head, but
if you want to check out my website, it's Archdeacon Music, ARCHDEACON music.com, and you can check out my video website on oncuevideosite.com. I actually just put up a new video site. It's oncuevideosite.com. And then this is the album actually. It's dedicated to my father who passed. This album
nice.
actually means more to me than anything I've put
sure
together
he's so
ever.
proud. I'm sure he's so proud of you too.
And I mean, I actually cashed out the life insurance policy that he took out for me when I was 5 to finish it because I needed $2,300, and I don't really have $2,300 lying around.
So where can people access that?
You can actually buy it directly from me at shows. You can go on CD Baby. It's on Amazon, iTunes.
Great, and the title is again, No Turning Back.
Archdeacon, No Turning Back.
No Turning Back.
And actually, do you know what the front cover is? Let's see if you know.
Do I know what the front cover is?
What road am I walking on, and what am I walking on?
You're near the beach. Are you on the causeway? Are you on Ocean Parkway? Yeah.
And do you know what I'm walking on, though?
Beach girl, I know.
What am I walking on, though?
You're walking on.
Guitar.
Yeah, that's actually my electric guitar.
Is
neck.
it? I can see without my glasses. That is very cool.
I had to throw on glasses to see it, but I've seen it.
And I actually had my guitar teacher, who is amazing, Brian Mandracia, on this album. And it's funny because this is the first time he's ever recorded. It's like going to Clapton and going, "You've never recorded before?"
Exactly.
Well, listen, we're going to wrap it up, take a commercial so we can get
quick
you
break so we can set
get you
Steve
over
up.
there so you guys can see him live. He's amazing. These songs he wrote, they're for the troops. They're dedicated to the troops, correct?
Yeah.
And you'll be playing these at Mulcahy's also?
Yep.
All right, so sit back, watch these commercials. We'll be right back with Steve. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
And we're back at the Madhouse with Steve Archdeacon.
There's a little song called This Moment. I hope you guys like it. Doesn't matter what you did last year, only matters what you do this year. If you see what you wanna be, just be sure to do it right. If you find yourself to be face down, just have faith in yourself. Today is just another day, it was meant to be this way. You gotta live your dreams tonight. You gotta make it happen right. You gotta do what you feel inside. In this moment that we are truly alive. In this life that we live today, just follow your heart and believe. Right now, only if you choose to, you can follow your dreams. It's never too late to decide. You can follow your heart. If we all just come together, we can do it our way. You gotta live your dreams tonight. You gotta make it happen right. You gotta do what you feel inside. In this moment that we are truly alive. you feel inside to this moment that we are truly alive. This next song is a song called Veterans Day, which I will be playing tomorrow at the James McNaughton benefit. This day we honor all the men and women, past and present soldiers, those who serve our nation proud. We salute our soldiers, those who fight for freedom, every day in every way, every night. On this Veterans Day, let us honor and respect all the sacrifices made. On this Veterans Day, let's celebrate our freedom proud. Thank our soldiers extra loud on Veterans Day. Courage under fire, it's what they have to have inside, so we can fly this flag at home. Cherish all the things we have. We salute our soldiers, those who fight for freedom, those who lived and those who died, those who lived but died inside. On this Veterans Day, let us honor and respect all the sacrifices spent. On this Veterans Day, let's celebrate our freedom proud. Thank our soldiers extra loud. On Veterans Day, brotherhood and common bond in our servicemen. This is the land of the free, of the brave soldiers that we have. And on this Veterans Day, let us honor and respect all the sacrifices made. On this Veterans Day, celebrate our freedom proud, and thank our soldiers extra loud, and wave this flag that we fight for on Veterans Day. All right. That was Veterans Day. How much time do I got, Janet? For one or two songs? This is a little song called Belief by John Mayer. Remembers changing their mind from paint on a sign. Is there anyone who really recalls ever breaking rank at all, or something someone yelled real loud one time? Oh, everyone believes in how they think it ought to be. Oh, everyone believes they're not going easily. is the beautiful armor. Makes for the heaviest sword, like punching underwater. Never can hit who you're trying for. Some need the exhibition and some have to know they tried. It's a chemical weapon for the war that's raging on inside. Oh, everyone believes emptiness to everything. Oh, everyone believes no one's going quietly. Never gonna win the world, never gonna stop the war, never gonna beat this if belief is what we're fighting for. Never gonna win the world, never gonna stop the war, never gonna beat this if belief is what we're fighting for. Never gonna win the world, never gonna stop the war, never gonna beat this if belief is what we're fighting for. Never gonna win the world, never gonna stop the war, never gonna beat this if belief is what we're fighting for. What puts 100,000 children in the sand? He can. What puts a folding flag inside his mother's hand? He can. Oh, he can.
Wow. Steve, that's amazing, bro. You're one looping son of a bitch, bro. Man, you sound like a whole band up here.
Yeah, it's pretty much that.
Fantastic, really.
It's that thing right there.
Yeah, well, listen, the hour flies by. I wish we had 2 hours with you. We have to end it now. We have to say who's coming on next week.
Next week we have Barnaby By, so please tune in. They're a great band. They were with us once in October. They're amazing. They've toured the world. But
Valentine's Day.
they are. But first, I just want to say real quick, we're having a dating game show on Valentine's Day, February 14th. Send in your bios on the Soluri No Guts, No Glory Hour on Facebook. Meanwhile, I want to once again thank Steve Archdeacon. Not only are you multi-talented, but you're a great personality.
And I'm sweating.
And he's sweating. So try to come down to Mulcahy's tomorrow in benefit of
James McNaughton.
Mulcahy's in Wantor. Thanks again, Steve.
And get on Facebook and put your bios in. We need some contestants on the dating game.
Peace out. Have a great
See you
weekend.
later.
Be safe.
Love.
Stay warm.